today is not Shabbat Shalom, but Purim Sameach. We are getting ready to Purim, and I do not usually wear this kippah, but it's a new one, because we are in the month of Adar, and the rabbis say, Mishenichnas Adar marvim besimcha. When we enter to the month of Adar, the month of Purim, we should increase happiness in our life. And today I want to talk to you about happiness, and that's why I'm wearing this nice tie and this new kippah. It feels well. We are getting ready for Purim. In these couple of days, Purim will arrive to our life. And in the Zohar, there's a very strange idea. They say that Yom Kippurim, maybe the holiest day in the year, Yom Kippur, is Yom Kemo Purim, a day like Purim. What's the meaning of this? How can you compare Yom Kippur with Purim? And I want to compare it today, and I want to say you something else. Purim is much more holy than Yom Kippur. And this is what I want to talk to you about with you today. So let's begin. What do Purim and Yom Kippur have in common? You may take 1, 2, 3 seconds to think. That's it. I will give you one answer. Faith and casting lots. Because in Yom Kippur, what do we have? We have 2 little goats, and one will go to Azazel, to the desert, and one will go to the altar. It's just faith, luck, casting the lots, the possibility. And in Purim, what is the idea? That we change our fate. Because as the people of Israel were supposed to be exterminated in the days of Ahashverosh and Haman, but finally we were saved. So that do they have in common? Purim, Pur, the faith, casting the lots. But they have many different approaches. Just let's think for 1 second. Yom Kippur is a spiritual day. We do not bath, we do not eat, because the most important thing in Yom Kippur is our soul. It's a solemn day. All the ideas, all the nusach, the music, everything is solemn. Everyone wears nice clothes, and everything is heavy in the atmosphere. It's a serious day. We are serious because we are being judged, and it's the final day of the decision of heaven, of Hashem. And it's a day that we fast. We do not take care of our body, but only we take care of our soul. We will think what we have done wrong. So for some, this is the most holy way to get to God, by rethinking, by solemn music, by doing al-chet shechatanu lefanecha, thinking twice, 3 times what we did wrong. But some others, and this is my way to think, there's a much more holy way to get to God and to get to sanctity in our life. That day is Purim. Purim is a day that is a physical day. It's not spiritual like Yom Kippur, but it's physical. We eat, we have joy, we use customs, we enjoy our body. We are not saying we are only soul, but we are also body. And we give pleasure to our body. It's a day of parties, of joy, and food. Mishteh. One of the 4 mitzvot of Purim is having a big meal. And some drinking too. It's a day that we enter pleasure in our life. So, how could the rabbis compare Yom Kippur with Purim? And I want to tell you that for many people it's much more easy to get to God in a day like Yom Kippur. Because we usually enter to religion, or we are more attached to religion when we are sad, when something bad happened to our life or to someone that is close to us. That's a way to reach to God. But who remembers God when we are good? Who remembers God when we are happy? When it seems that we do not need Him. Because we are good. Because we are full of happiness. And the rabbis say, Yom Kippur is only a day like Purim. But it doesn't reach the level of Purim. Because in Purim, we reach to God through happiness. Through a smile in our faces. And as Rabbi Nachman de Breslov used to say, Mitzvah gdola liot besimcha tamid. It's a commandment to be happy and to be smiling every time. And this is the most beautiful idea. Because when we smile, we are open to the other. But when we are sad, when we close our mouth, we are just within ourselves. We are not able to communicate with someone else. That's the importance of a smile. A smile like this. Just try to smile a little more. That's the whole idea of Purim. And there's a famous saying of the Hasidic rabbis that for me is very beautiful. That when you do not have a reason to smile, just smile and God will give you a reason to smile. If we are with a sad face all the time, we won't find any reason to smile. But if we paint a smile like this in our faces, maybe we will be able to see the happiness in our life. And that's what Purim is all about. Being happy, sharing happiness, and trying to reach God with a smile. So, this will be my last video, at least for a couple of months. So, I just want to smile with you. And I just want to thank you for all the smiles that you shared with me in the last 2 months. It was a beautiful place to be, even though the weather here. Because here at Hillcrest I found many people with beautiful smiles in their faces. Chag Purim Sameach.